Well, hello there. It's the 9th of June 2021. It is day 70 of our crowdfunding campaign where I'm trying to raise £250,000 to get our new sci-fi movie of Infinite Worlds into production. That means we've got 20 days left. I cannot believe I've been here for 70 days pushing, tweeting, Facebooking, really trying to attract the attention of people and clawing the money. We've raised about just over 26,000 so far, so we have got a long way to go. But you know what, I'm out there, I'm talking to investors. I spoke to a chap yesterday, I'm speaking to somebody today. There's a lot going on, so who knows where this is going to go. But the point is, I just think I'm out there, I'm having a go. Let's just see what happens. So it's very, very, very exciting. And thank you to everybody that's chipped in so far. And you know, one of the things I was trying to do, as I mention this every day, is I'm trying to sell lots of merchandising up front. The idea being, if we can sell enough, it will fund the movie. And the initial dream was, we made this souvenir mug. If by magic we could sell 20,000 of these, that would fund the whole movie. Now, nowhere near that. We've sold 200, just over 200, which is still pretty amazing. And and what we've raised so far is the most I've ever raised in a sort of crowdfunding campaign. It's been a bit more experimental, this one. I've done it from the website rather than from Indiegogo or Kickstarter, which I normally do. And the reason that I did that was because they take roughly about 9%. And it was like, well, why am I sort of giving away a big chunk of the money that I've clawed in? So I'm trying it differently. You pay a little bit by using the website and by using PayPal, but nowhere near 9%, so it's been worth it. So I'd recommend it, I'd certainly recommend it to anyone out there trying. But today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing with our film sets and what we're doing with miniatures. We've got lots of miniatures planned for this film. Now, in my first film, Written in Blood, we had two big sets. We had what we call Martin's Flat and this kind of crypt that he goes into at the end of the film. And at the time, it was back in 1996 in London. By chance, we stumbled across this giant warehouse that they were like weeks from knocking down. It had no power, no water, no anything. So they let us hire this for next to nothing. We brought a generator van in and we brought portable toilets in, all that sort of thing. And it worked. And we built these two fantastic sets. This time I'd really like to do the same. Well, I don't know if I want to find one that's been knocked down, but we're looking for a disused warehouse. I haven't really kind of got on on Google yet and try to find one, but that's the plan. If we can find one, that would be great, and we'll build a couple of sets. As I mentioned in previous videos, we're also using this new virtual production back projection sort of LED screen technology, which is going to sort of bring the costs down a bit but the scale up a bit. So we'll be building smaller bits of sets. So rather than the whole kind of room, we'll just build like elements that are perhaps in close up and maybe a few bits and bobs that we'll kind of move in that should look really, really cool. But and the other thing we're going to do is now on Invasion Planet Earth, we sort of tested this out. We cut a tree down in our garden and it had all these lovely sort of gnarled branches and things. And we took that, we put the branches on stands and we built little kind of walkways around them, and then we painted them and did them up. And then I filmed them in a green screen, and they're part of the set, the set that becomes the mothership interior that our hero flies down into. Now, on IMDb, I got a lot of stick about this. Some people said it looked like paper mache and stuff. Well, I think it looked great when we saw it in the cinema. We graded it quite dark, and I even took photographs of like some of the cliff faces in Bournemouth and around the sort of south coast, and used those as background. So it was very much a kind of experimental building this thing up in After Effects, and I thought it looked great. And to be honest, what I've noticed is a lot of people watch the film Invasion Planet Earth talk about. They watch it on their 4K TVs, which just pumps the screen with light. So anything that's dark, it pushes it and overexposes it. And so you can see some of it. So it doesn't look, I don't think it looks great on these big posh TVs now, but I suppose that's the way it goes. Anyway, that's it for today. We are, I'm really, really, really excited about this, and and I know it's going to look amazing. And one thing I haven't really talked about is the story. I won't go into great detail about that now, but I've spent a lot of time finding a story that is moving and inspiring and uplifting and fun. And I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this campaign, but listen, thank you to everybody that's chipped in, that's been part of it. You know, if you want to just sort of come on board, buy a mug, you know, do something like that, be part of it. Or if you're feeling really generous, on the website that with the link that you see here, just click on that, scroll down to the bottom of the page. There's a kind of like a just giving thing. If you want to just chuck some money in, that would be absolutely brilliant. Every penny is going into the film, so you know, that's it really. Anyway guys, another long one. Hopefully it's been of interest. You know, this is going to be great, and I know we're going to do this. Whether we raise the money in this chunk or not, I don't know, but this film is going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I'm like the Terminator. I will not stop until this is done. So have a lovely day guys. The sun is shining, it's beautiful, it's hot June. Have a lovely one, and I'll see you tomorrow.